Hey gang, we're here with Andy Hayes and Paul Cumming from Hayes Cumming Architect, who designed our church. So we're going to talk to them this morning, and they're going to give us some hints as to what went into the design of the church. Andy, what were some of the more pressing challenges you ran into with this building?
Well, first of all, thanks for the opportunity to do this project. It's been a wonderful experience, and any time that you deal with a renovation, you're dealing with a set of givens, some of which you can't change and have to respect, and you need to find that blend between the existing and the new, so that some of the history of the existing church comes through. Our initial charge on this was really six main things. Replace the mechanical system, replace the lighting system, improve the sound and acoustics within the space, enlarge the sanctuary, provide new pews, and update the finishes within the church. With that charge, Paul and I really spent a lot of time looking at the existing church, in what ways we could play off the existing geometry and improve and feature that with new finishes and with the new functional issues. And working in conjunction with Herman Construction, we reached a point where we realized that the whole ceiling would have to come down, that we would have to, in order to change out all that ductwork and place all new lighting and do it in the short amount of time. And that was actually the seventh parameter we had. We had a short window over the summer in between basically Easter and Christmas to do a substantial renovation. So Paul and I kicked around a lot of ideas. We looked at the existing church had a lot of angular geometry, which was typical of its time frame. Why don't you talk a little bit about the finishes and some of the curves and different things that we looked at that led us to the current design?
I think the curves, starting with the side walls of the nave, the curved walls were intended to kind of soften the space. There was the existing bones of it were quite abrupt. We're trying to make the space flow a little bit better. The finishes we picked, we're trying to keep on more of the neutral tones, earth tones, to keep it from being distraction in any way from the liturgical appointments and such.
Yeah, I think that the other thing that's significant is because the church is a fan or an array that's around a curve. That's kind of where the genesis of the idea of the curves came from. But it also came from our acoustical consultant, Gary Seabine, in terms of the appropriate way to bounce the natural voice around the space with clarity. And so you'll see a couple of the larger walls at the rear of the church also have excuse me, small curves to them, and those are purely functional things in order to accommodate better acoustics in the space. The other significant design element in the church, and it evolved out of a series of conversations with the Liturgical Planning Commission here at Holy Family, was the baptismal font in the center of the space. And the baptismal font is an 8-sided shape, which refers to the 8th day, and that is significant for liturgical reasons, which I think Father John is going to talk about, or possibly Linda. But from that baptismal font at the center of the new church plan, you can see into the Holy Family Shrine, which the church is named after, and that was an important reference to us to be able to relate the two of those icons and appointments, if you will, visually. And so I think that reference is, we were hoping to evoke some kind of the core thoughts, missions, feeling about Holy Family and the church and its history in doing that. The other place is the Holy Family Shrine is in fact a shrine of its own where you can go in. It's its own space. You can pray and meditate in there. There are dedication candles and niches that you can memorialize a loved one, and trying to get at the essence of those kind of memories for people who've spent a long time here was some of the thought processes in the design of that icon as well. One of the other things out in the lakeside narthex that was a small but turns out to be a fairly nice feature is we were able to demolish the curved concrete walls that hid that nice piece of stained glass that shows the Holy Family, and I think that'll become a significant feature as you enter and exit church from the lakeside narthex. So those are the main things that we were trying to do and accomplish and play off of as we looked at the church and tried to balance function, aesthetics, and budget.
Great. Thank you, guys. I think you can see that an awful lot of thought and work went in just to planning this whole project, and these are the two guys who guided our liturgical commission and our building commission and our capital campaign through this. So thank you very much for all your hard work.
Thank you for the
Thank you.
opportunity.
Okay. Bye-bye.